Drake London to play week 2. Brock Bowers was not seen at practice on Friday, and an MRI for Jaden Daniels on the knee is an interesting thing no one's talking about that came out of it looks like a 1067 The Fan, talking Commanders ball all the time. We'll find out if there's some truth to this. Not being widely reported at all. This is just like a local report on this from this Grant Paulson. So I'll keep tabs on JD5. Maybe we hear that this isn't a big deal or that it is. We're not sure. Again, not being talked about by Schefter or any widespread. Nobody's picking it up. So I don't know what to believe on this one, to be honest. But Brock Bowers not practicing doesn't mean he misses the week. He's an elite player. He could literally not practice, but they just rest him as long as they can to get him fully healthy. Brock Bowers has said that it's not a big deal. Obviously, it's becoming more and more a big deal every time he doesn't practice. But London is a go. We got a whole bunch more news. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Live whenever news breaks. We're here talking about on this 8 p.m. show, a news show. This is a news show. We do it live here on the channel, 8 p.m. Eastern every single Monday through Friday. Live whenever big news breaks and live at midnight almost every single night. We're leading off with Drake London, not even on the injury report anymore. I'm sure he's still hampered a little bit by the shoulder, but he's not on the injury report anymore. That's fantastic news. And at the end of the day, I fully expect him to pick up right where he left off, which was, catching target after target, getting massive amounts of looks from his quarterback. This is now 4 straight starts that Drake London is literally at the top of the league in targets from his quarterback every single time he's played with him. So 4 straight games. Target hog, target machine, Drake London, top 5 wide receiver potential. And honestly, a very good buy low right now. Even coming off of this news, his owner might still be kind of in panic mode a little bit, wondering if maybe they got a bad shake. Maybe they drafted a lemon. And so you could have a potential buy low scenario on your hands if you go after Drake London via trade. Also, I just dropped this video. Make sure you go watch this. These are 5 guys that you can go get right now in your draft or in your leagues that are probably going to be way discounted, way more than they should be. Now, these are the 2 big names. You're not getting them for free, but Bucky Irving should not be even attainable right now. But because of his salvage touchdown, where people are like, he's getting 2 yards a carry, Smitty. Offensive line worries me, Smitty. They're getting their top offensive lineman, maybe the best offensive lineman back in 1 week. They're going to be okay. Everybody's trying to I guess get by, you could say, from losing coordinators. It's going to take some time for the Bucs to get in sync, for the Jaguars to get in sync as they adjust to their new system and scheme. And there's a lot going on. The New England Patriots adjusting to using the rookies. Rookies always have a slow start. We even said the Triple H and Associates, led by Emeka Egbuka, who took the league by storm. We knew that we'd come out with 1, 2, maybe 3 of these guys slow starting. And slow starters are undervalued. People would be panicking like crazy. We called that panic, and that panic is certainly knocking at the door. Hampton, Hendy, Harvey. We'll talk more about Harvey in a second. Harvey could still be slow starting. Harvey may or may not even be on his way to glory until week 4 or 5. It could be next week. There's a lot of good and a lot of things to consider. We'll talk about in a second whether we're still expecting a pretty heavy divide in Denver just for a little bit while longer. The guy is a remarkable player. The guy is top 5 in yards after contact. The guy is tied for 6 coming out of week 1 in yards, rushing yards in the league. So Harvey's doing so much damage with the little amount of work that he's getting. It's only a matter of time, but it still could be time. You have to prepare. What happened with JCM last night, not getting used, could happen to Harvey this week again. And then guess what people are going to do? Run for the hills, get rid of him, sell him off. So if you're buying him right now, make sure you're buying him smart, because you might be able to buy him for free next week if things don't go awry. Now, if things If things go well for him, then you're not going to get him. So there is that risk of if you don't make a move and trade for him now, you're going to be out of luck. So you definitely want to go get him versus not go get him, but don't overpay on the expectation we have. You're going to be extremely disappointed if things don't go right. Brock Bowers was not seen at practice again. That's 2 straight days that Brock Bowers has not practiced. There's a real shot that he doesn't play. Michael Mayer would be the logical choice for anybody trying to play this out to kick off. You can't really play around with this type of thing unless you have the right player backing him up. And Michael Mayer is a perfect cuff to him. And just throw Michael Mayer into your lineup if things look like they're going south for you. And then you're covered. There's really no way to mess this up if you have Mayer. And Mayer should have an uptick in value. Could have a nothing burger. Could have a great game. It's hard to say what he'll do when he's thrusted into the spotlight. But Brock Bowers still has a shot to play. Don't rule him out just yet. Again, as I mentioned just a minute ago, JD5, according to this report, too early to know exactly what's going on with Jaden Daniels, but I've heard he got an MRI on his knee today after getting banged up last night, was limping pretty good at the end of the game, worth keeping tabs on for sure, says Grant Paulson. This is not being picked up anywhere. So I don't want to sit here and act like I think this is, everything is exactly as it seems right now. We'll have to wait and see, but I wanted to at least throw it out there. Not worried about it at this time. Could be just a complete maintenance, type of thing, or looking at this just to be triple safe, and there's not even a concern at all in their minds. Just to make sure, let's check it out. You're still limping. Let's give it an MRI. You're our franchise guy. Let's take a look at it. Maybe they wouldn't even MRI somebody 9 times out of 10 in this situation. So until we hear otherwise, not overly concerned about that situation. Drake London, we just talked about. Let me throw this down here. And hit that thumb up button on the way in the door. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that thumb up button. Appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new. We'll get super chats in just a minute. We got Xavier Worthy looking very unlikely. Shoulder, slim odds to play week 2. But this is good news for week number 3, week number 4. A guy you thought maybe you'd be without is now out there catching passes. And granted, he didn't extend his arm up, but they were throwing to him and he was catching it like this. The ball was tossed. Where's my football? The ball was tossed to him. And where's my football at? I don't know where. Here it is. The ball was tossed to him, and everyone was examining this one play. It's like he barely caught it, but here's the injured shoulder. He caught it like this, But they threw it at him, and he caught it like that, and he, put it down. So he's using the arm. That's the whole moral of the story. And so you're looking at maybe week 3 that he comes back, not week 2. But you never know. Miracles can happen, but this is great news for those that thought they were without their wide receiver for the entire season. And I think he's a good buy low in a sense if you could get him for pennies on the dollar, because there's a little bit of a downer and a deflated balloon syndrome that takes effect with a player like that. They're like, everyone's a little bit that owns him is like, I kind of want to get out, even though they're coming back. So take a stab at it. Trey Henderson, one of the best buy lows, as I alluded to and highlighted on this video. Go watch this video. This video is up. I talk about all these guys in the title. You see them in the thumbnail. That video dropped about 2 hours ago or so. But Henderson's one of my favorite go-get players right now. ESPN's Mike Reese believes that the Patriots running back snap distribution could be changing in week 2. This is an oxymoron, or you should say a Captain Obvious statement, because the staff has already said this. We need to fix this workload divide. We need to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers. And this is House Call Hendy. We call him House Call Hendy, not because it's a fun name, but because he takes the football to the house when he gets the volume and opportunities. They know they got to get him the ball. I think there might be still a buy low potential on RJ Harvey walking out of week 2. Understand the risk involved. When people say, do I start RJ Harvey? Do I start this guy? Sharps or RJ Harvey? Probably the most asked question. I guarantee I'm going to have 7 or 8 super chats that will say Sharps or RJ Harvey. And my answer is always going to be RJ Harvey's higher risk, higher reward, but Sharps is safer. But doesn't mean Sharps doesn't have a lot of appeal as well. But that is a tough dilemma. That's a very, very tough dilemma. And it's kind of case by case depending on your team. So my answer could vary based on your question. I'm not saying don't super chat that question, because your situation might dictate that I go one direction or another. But I mean, Henderson is just more likely to bounce back this week. Harvey, we don't know. Harvey could pull a JCM last night and give you nothing in week number 2, and everyone's going to write him off. And I'll be there to scoop him up. Because remember, Chase Brown did nothing in week 1 last year. Chase Brown was a letdown in week 2. Chase Brown was a letdown in week 3. And in week 4, the guy we loved, the guy we touted more than anybody, exploded from week 4 on. It happens. It happens. And on the note of JCM, while he dropped a total dud, and Cartel, you knew that this was possible, so don't blame him. I know you want to blame him, but he's now potentially in better positioning unless the Commanders trade for Walker or do something crazy. He's now looking like he's in better positioning with Austin Eckler, with the Achilles. Henderson, buy him now. There will be probably no additional time left to buy him low after this week. Just let you know, like Harvey could. He could still be a buy low, but Henny probably not. Tyler Warren, Athletic believes that, and this is an also Captain Obvious statement, that Tyler Warren will be the focal point of the team's passing attack in week number 2. He always is. In college, he was the focal point. Design throws, one of the top reception getters in college football, even compared to the wide receivers. We talked about this with Fannin. Tyler Warren and Fannin were right up there leading all the wide receivers. Fannin and Tyler Warren are monsters. They were monsters in college. They'll be monsters at the NFL level. And Tyler Warren is a top 4 tight end. And there's a reason he was a moon man. Nabers, this is what we've been saying all offseason and coming out of week 1. ESPN is talking about this. Multiple players have told ESPN last year an offense where the ball was force-fed to Malik Nabers was unsustainable. And you come out of week 1 watching them just force-feed him in an unsustainable way. And as I said coming out of week 1, as I said all offseason, as I said with this toe concern, there's a real risky, even though this is my really one of my number 1 or number 2 receivers in the league from a talent perspective, long-term Dynasty, top 2, top 3, easy wide receiver. Per start could be number 1, number 2, number 3 all year long per start. This is a concerned player for redraft because they're going to break him. And if the team is playing awful and they are so far out of playoff contention and he needs toe surgery, what do you think they're going to do in week 14, week 15? And all these reports are parallel with the thinking here is they're force feeding him and they're going to break him. And his toe's going to get worse. His toe is always going to get worse as the season moves on. He recharges the battery. He rests the toe. The toe gets a little bit better. And then all of a sudden, they break him. The hospital balls were on full display for Malik Nabers all game long in week 1. And now they roll out who? Russell Wilson again. Why? Because they're going to be without their offensive lineman yet again. Andrew Thomas will not play. Very doubtful, but you could rule him out at this point. Thomas is out, which means they don't want to rock their quarterback and get him injured, but they're willing to sacrifice the receiver. This is not really good news for Malik Nabers or for Russ Wilson or this passing attack in week number 2. Andrew Thomas is a vital part of whether this offense has success at all. So I'm just concerned about Nabers getting injured. I'm not saying I sell him off for, you got to take gambles, right? And trading away Nabers at a discount is more of a gamble than holding on to him, but he's a gamble regardless. James Cook hamstring was removed from the injury report. I know there are a lot of people concerned about that. Ray Davis, what do you do? A lot of standalone Ray Davis owners were thinking they were going to get something out of this, but right now, hamstring. Now, this could be something that lingers. He plays on it and it gets worse, but for right now, it seems okay. Darnell Mooney will be playing in week number 2. So if you need a wide receiver, you're desperate, go grab him. He should do well, but he does feel like somebody's going to get hurt a lot. Darrisaw, man, this is horrible. Offensive tackle, Christian Darrisaw, knee, week 2, ruled out. This is not good for the Vikings, and they're promising, yet scary, yet playing bad, but playing great. Schizophrenic situation that they got going on there in Minnesota at the quarterback position. It was like two different outcomes. It was 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter of garbage and the whole fantasy world panicking on this quarterback, this young quarterback, who is a dog. He proved he is a dog. He proved he is a freaking unbelievable player when it comes to grit, tenacity, bounce back, perseverance, put things on his back, confidence, the ability to go down a dark rabbit hole and come back out, holding the football. This is a guy. He walked up to JJ after, I think it was the third quarter, and said, "Don't give up on me," JJ says. Never, no, not even crossing my mind. I got you. And then went out and did good things. I love McCarthy. I do. But it's, we'll see what happens this week. We do need to see more out of JJ McCarthy. We can't just take one quarter, but we are excited at least that we were writing him off after 3 quarters. Everybody was. Even JJ McCarthy believers were going, well, there's that. And then McCarthy bounced back. So we'll see how he does, and I'm more excited than I was, I'll tell you that. Goddard, didn't I just say this last night? We didn't even really have any indication that he would be missing week number 2. But when people ask me, hey, would you do Goddard or this? Or, hey, would you long-term on the season, Fannin or Goddard? And I said, Goddard's just one of those guys. He's just going to show up on the injury report, and then he's going to be ruled out. He's going to show up and be ruled out. Dallas Goedert will not play week 2. Just like that. I mean, he's one of the most injury-prone players in the National Football League. You can never count on him. Will Shipley, oblique, will not play Philadelphia Eagles week 2 game against the Chiefs. And Bigsby's going to get some looks. We'll see how much. A.J. Dillon's there. This might be a very deceptive, we're trading for Bigsby because we need a special teamer. And this has nothing to do with Shipley. And then we're not sure where to go with this. But we got to watch. Just joined. How's the feel about Bowers in London? Rewind it and watch, because I just did a whole thing on it. I can't redo the show for you, pal, but definitely go watch. Evan Ingram, Cav, is not on Denver's final injury report. This is odd. This is weird. Is it cramping that he was experiencing? Because you don't pull your calf to the point where you can't walk, and you just get to go play. So it might be like cramping of some kind. But this is gonna freak out a lot of Harvey owners right now. Now, before you take this in a direction that you feel like you're just gonna go run away from RJ Harvey, this report here is referencing the coach speak and how much you hear Sean Payton talk about all of his players. Now, Tyler Beatty could be featured on passing downs due to the amount of pressure looks expected from the Colts in week number 2. Don't overreact to this, but it is also something that makes me say, for any reason Harvey doesn't come out of week 2 with enough work, people will run for the hills, and he'll be one of, if not my very top buy low. This situation could develop slower than we want, or this could actually be different than it appears right now walking into week 2. My advice to you is go get Harvey versus not going and getting Harvey. Because if this ends up being where Harvey does what he just did in week 1, then none of it matters. But we will have a lot of people that react like this guy. No offense, bro. You put it out there. Sounds terrible for Harvey. There are a lot of people that are just going to freak out, and they think bad long-term on Harvey. They can't handle the pressures of potentially a slow unveiling. They can't handle the pressures of the ups and downs that might be a rookie season for especially a running back in this situation. But at the end of the day, this is a player, RJ Harvey, that will rise up above all of this. He's too talented. The draft capital's there. He's a second-round player. So you have to be truly careful with the expectations, but you have to also be truly careful with waiting too long to capitalize, because if you don't get Harvey now and he's cheap enough, like if this news helps lower his value, you're not going to get him the moment he blows up. The thing is, you don't know when he's going to blow up. Harvey was tied for 6th in the league in rushing yards coming out of week 1. Harvey is top 5 in yards after contact after week 1. Harvey didn't get very much work at all, and he did all those things. So what do you think he's going to do in week 3, 4, or 5? What do you think he's going to do when he starts getting more and more work? And keep in mind that Sean Payton turned Alvin Kamara into running back 4 in fantasy his rookie year and fed him 81 receptions and still made Mark Ingram number 9 in fantasy football running back scoring. He had a top 9 running back and a top 4 running back. He had 2 top 10 running backs. So people need to understand and let everybody freak out about it. But just know that there is some JCM week number 2 vibes to this, but there's also the vibes of this guy takes 1 carry 70 yards to the end zone at any moment. That's what RJ Harvey does. So you gotta not go after him at your own risk. I go after him now. I do acknowledge there might be a cheaper entry point walking into week number 3, but you also might miss the opportunity if you wait. Head coach Shanahan officially ruled out Brock Purdy. He's out 2 to 5 games. Mac Jones is going to start. It's an absolute disaster sesh. And then Jake Moody, their kicker, they finally moved on from him. Like one reason why Shanahan is such a bad decision maker with personnel. It took him so long. Who signs him? The Bears. Jake Moody, maybe the worst kicker in the league. And the Bears go, let's bring him in. So he signed with the Bears. Unbelievable. Let's get to these super chats. We might open some phone lines too if we aren't careful. Not now. Don't try calling in. You're not getting in. I'm talking about after we get through these super chats. Thank you, Mark Cleveland, with the $20 holler. Mark says, move me to the front of the line.
Chat alert.
Mark says, I want immediate attention. Trade Travis Hunter and Quentin Johnston for Charbonnet. I have Connor and Jalen Warren. I think this could go either way. Mark Cleveland, this could go either way. I love Travis Hunter and I love Charbonnet. I think at the end of the day, you're probably going to get about the same amount of return. Charbonnet might have more hidden value because if he gets into the lineup as a starter and there's a really good chance they trade Walker or Walker gets injured, there's 2 avenues for that. The other avenue, so 2 out of 3 chance, you can kind of look at it this way. The third chance is that they just both split all year long. There's no way Charbonnet is getting sent to the bench full time. Walker's toast in that way, in that regard. Walker's not going to put Charbs on the bench. It's a 50-50 divide or a 60-40 divide until further notice. And the only 2 avenues out of that 60-40 split are truly going to be a trade or an injury to Walker. Now, could Charbs get hurt? It's possible, and then Walker rises up that way. But point is, I mean, Charbs is very, very likely to be a league winner, but that doesn't mean Travis Hunter won't be as well. I kind of lean toward Travis Hunter because we don't have, and you could maybe trade Quentin Johnston on the high right now, who is a top 5 wide receiver in fantasy football wide receiver points. So you could maybe sell that high. Go get Harvey using Quentin Johnston and another player. But I think I lean toward Travis Hunter right now, who had 6 receptions last week, and they're going to continue to use him. But it could go either way. If Charbs was in the lineup right now, I'd be very, very intrigued by doing that. 1 running back, 1 flex, Harvey, Mason, Waddle, Charbs. You're probably going to go Charbs and Harvey. If that's me, that's what I'm doing. Rice for Harvey, I probably would say no. I think you should be getting probably more for Rice. He's a top 5 wide receiver when he comes back. Harvey's value hasn't climbed any. Got Hendy, didn't even trade Bucky or Henry. And you got Hendy, that's fantastic. Nice job. Trade Barkley Higgins for Genty BTJ. If you like winning, yes, you do that trade. Nice work. Tet or Pearsall at the flex. I'm going to go Tet this week. Smitty to the moon. Thank you, pal. Mac Jones, I do not have faith in at all. Trade my Egbuka, and also Trent Williams is questionable, which is devastating to the Niners even further if he doesn't play. Trade my Egbuka and Kenneth Walker for Trevion Henderson, Pearsall. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I'm not trading Egbuka, bro. I'm gonna say no, and then I tried to trade Walker anyway, though. You know, for like Harvey or something like that. Traded Kyler, Chuba, Diggs for Kyron, Walker, and Waddle. I like this trade, assuming the quarterback thing isn't, super flex or that I don't understand that. I mean, yeah, of course. Kamara and JCM for Hendy and Judkins. I would rather have Hendy and Judkins. Give me Hendy all day long. Well, I think Garrett Wilson is better than London. I mean, Red, you're not crazy. I don't think anybody's going to rank it that way, but you're not crazy to like them as evens or equals. I wouldn't say better. I'd say they could be neck and neck. JCM for Harvey. I'd rather have Harvey. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. We got this one here is blank. Appreciate you dropping the blank $2 hauler. This one from Lego Batman dropping 20.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Lego, appreciate you dropping the $20 hauler, my boy. Good evening, Smitty. Start Ricky Pearsall or Travis Hunter. I'm going Travis Hunter especially if Trent Williams gets ruled out, bro. But all day long, appreciate you. Send London and Hunter and Henry for MHJ, Laporta, Judkins. Why would you trade Henry alone for MHJ, Laporta, Judkins? You understand what I'm saying? London, Hunter. Oh, Hunter Henry. Bro, you got to be careful with the Hunter Henrys, guys. That's Travis Hunter and Derrick Henry to me. Hunter Henry, you talking about the tight end? Bro, don't put Hunter Henry in a question. You run the risk of getting your question answered wrong, and Hunter Henry doesn't do anything to that side of the trade, so just leave him out. In fact, it's better to leave him out. It makes it look better. Send London for MHJ, Laporta, Judkins. I don't even know what your slashes mean. Are those ors? Like, put the word or. I don't know what you're saying here. This is such a tough question to read. MHJ / Laporta / put or. If you mean or, put or, that boy. I appreciate you. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just yelling at the question. Do I trade London for MHJ, Laporta, Judkins? I assume that's all of them. I don't know. I would say give me London over all of that. I still want London over all that. After all that yelling and screaming, I still want London. Doesn't even matter. Hendy or Hunter for I'm not opening the phone lines, but Denny's calling in. And Denny, everyone loves your Debo song so much. They just love it. They adore it. They want more of it. Can I get a fresh take of the Debo? Pull back your bow.
Debo, draw back your ball.
Yeah.
You threw me out there. I didn't even know you were going to answer that question.
Go ahead.
Debo, draw back your bow and let the touchdowns flow straight into my fantasy football points for me.
How about the fantasy football show? Try it one more time.
One more time.
Go.
Debo, draw back your bow and let the touchdowns flow straight in to Smitty's fantasy football show.
Here, can we sing it together? You know what I was thinking? It would be a great video. I don't think the family would do it, but if I could get the whole family together, like in like a recording studio look, and we're all just singing the song together like a choir. Or I thought about even paying a choir, like going down to some sort of like local church or whatever, and just saying, "You guys sing this song. I'll pay you $50, pay $100, whatever."
Yeah.
And just get a choir. But let's try it together real quick, right? Let's try it together, Debo or Denny. Ready? Go.
Let me clear my throat. So we're gonna say Debo, draw back your bow.
Ready? Yeah, ready? Far away, like a choir. Ready? Go.
Okay, no, that's my bad. Okay, ready. On 3, 2, 1. Debo, back your bow and let your arrow flow straight into the end zone.
All right, hey, I got to get to these super chats real quick. Anything you want to say real quickly?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I didn't know you were going to answer that quick.
All right. Hey, call back when I'm through the super chat. I open the phone line. I love you, Denny. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right. All right. Let's see here. We got this one, Hendy or Hunter in the flex. I'm going to go Hendy. They sound like they're going to use him, but you can't, you're not wrong to want to go either way. Got Njoku, Fannin, Pearsall, got a roster too. Pearsall's got a lot of trade value, so I'm going Pearsall, Fannin. Pretty easy, and then I'm trading Pearsall on the high. Buka or Trey Henderson. You can't sit Buka. I mean, come on. Buka's, what are we doing? Are we starting Fannin this week, Penix or May? Depends on your options. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm starting Fannin in a lot of drafts or a lot of leagues. Penix or May, I'm going to go probably Penix, but they're pretty close this week. They truly are. Great show. Need to flex Buka or T-Mac or Pearsall. No, you don't. You need to start Buka. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we asking these questions about Buka? What did he do to you? What did he do to you? What are we doing? Great show. Need to flex Buka. Come on. You know the answer to this. Someone dropped Worthy. Pick him up. Should I drop? Yes, you should pick him up. Come on. If so, how much fab? Full load drop. I don't know. You're gonna have to look crooked at what the highest bid has been all year, and I would over that one by, I don't know, 10% over the highest bid. Or if anybody's ever dropped a full load drop on a guy that gets dropped unnecessarily, then you're gonna have to drop the full load drop. I mean, are you expecting a guy in week 3 or 4 to be better than that? I would say probably not. 12 PPR got Nix, Penix, Hampton, Hubbard, Nico, CD, Fannin. Trade Rice for Judkins, Diggs, and Fields. Absolutely not. You got Rice for a reason. Let it ride. Let him come back and do damage. $10 hauler, QB2, running back, 2 wide receiver, 1, 2 flex, super flex. Gibbs, Brown, JJ Hunter. Can't start them all. Any moves? I mean, you have 2 flexes, so you're starting Gibbs and Chase Brown, and then you're starting Hendy and Sharps as your 2 flexes, right? And super flex, T-Law, Stafford. I mean, you're acting like you got a surplus here. You say can't start them all. I mean, you can. You're starting 2 running backs. You got Gibbs and Chase Brown. You got two wide receivers. So you're starting JJ and, well, you could say JJ and Higgins or JJ and Hunter. I'd probably go Higgins this week. And then your 2 flexes are Hendy and Sharps. So the only one you're sitting is Hunter right now or Higgins. I'm starting the 2 running backs. Hunter, Higgins. Chat, can you vote Hunter or Higgins for Rich? And just sit on Rice. I don't know that I'm making a trade, though. Unless I'm trading Higgins and Hunter together, or Hunter and Rice, or Higgins and Rice to go get a BTJ. I would give up whatever I had to that wasn't named JJ to get BTJ. Or if you did give up BTJ, could you move like a Chase Brown into Bijan or something like that? Could you move Hendy or Sharps into Genty, giving up, going from JJ to BTJ? Or could you just give up maybe one of those running backs, Hendy or Sharps, with Hunter or Higgins or Rice, or Hunter and Rice and one of those running backs to go up and get, a huge running back upgrade? But vote in the chat, please, on that question, if you could. Would you trade Achane, Egbuka, Ford for Gibbs? I think you're saying Achane, Egbuka for Gibbs. I'd rather have Achane and Egbuka, but there's some risks to it. There's risk involved on all these. You think Brenton Strange is a sleeper tight end, top 10? Maybe. He's not really. He's borderline for sure. Lineup suggestions. Sharps. I don't know, bro. Sharps, Ingram, Sharps, Irving, Harvey. You got to probably start. I would say probably Irving and Sharps right now. Harvey's high risk, high reward. Sharps is safer. So in this particular case, I'm going Irving and Sharps. I'm going Lamb and Pearsall. I don't really know what your lineup is. You didn't tell me. So I'd say your next up, if I'm ranking them, would probably be Harvey, then Pearsall in that order. And I don't think there's much of a trade situation for you unless you can move Walker and Pearsall for one running back like Hendy or Hampton. or Genty or BTJ if you were to trade. That would be a pretty good move for you. But great team. How can I improve my team? I would say Harvey, Prescott, Mason, Nabers, Collins. I like your receivers. I like your running backs, honestly. Love McBride. Love Pickens. I don't think you're moving anything unless you're trading Harvey in advance, and I don't know if anybody's going to give that to you. Put Dak in your starting lineup instead of May, in my opinion, and you're just waiting, bro. You can't trade any of these pieces. Every one of your players is a underperformer. I don't mean that in a negative way, but you can't sell these guys. You've got to hang tight, Caleb. You might have more of a trade opportunity to divide and conquer if you even need to coming out of this week, but you can't sell a single player. You're just going to end up screwing the value, getting screwed on the trade down. Lamb chops, so good you can slap your league. Thank you, appreciate you, Adam. I could have Denny sing that later for you. $20 hauler from Ricardo, dropping a wad.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you, Ricardo. Appreciate you. Dynasty full PPR 12 team. JD5 Gibbs, Aaron Jones, London, Olave, Fannin, and drop the load on Fannin. Okay, Pollard, bench, JCM, Ollie. Trying to get something for Aaron Jones, Olave suggestions. Travis Hunter, Mike Evans, RJ Harvey, Charbonnet, Rashee Rice. I'm definitely throwing Coleman in there too if I could get like Rashee Rice and just, hold Rashee Rice on the bench. Rice is maybe my favorite right now, bro. You're a week closer to him coming back. I'd definitely do that trade. Go get Rice. But go get Hunter, go get Harvey, all those guys. And if you had one of those, you know what I'm saying. PPR flex, Rome or JMO. I'm going to go JMO. PPR, ETN, Rome, Pickens, Ridley. I'm going to go ETN. I mean, ETN earned it, bro. ETN and then Pickens in that order. I think Pickens is a real nice play this week. Real nice play. And Jay, appreciate your super chat. Jay says ETN. Jay, appreciate you. Start ETN, Hendy, or Pittman. ETN's earned it. ETN's earned it, bro. Bottom line. I love Hendy, but ETN's earned it. And you could trade ETN right now. ETN's pretty tradable. Pretty tradable right now. Start Fannin or Bowers or Mayer. I'm going to wait for Bowers and Mayer. Obviously, if you can switch out and you know that Bowers is out, I'd probably go Fannin over Mayer. But if you've got to wait that out, then it's a smart play to wait on Mayer to try and get Bowers in there. Because if Bowers is playing, he's going to ball out. What are we doing here? Harvey or Dobbins? Harvey. Judy or Waddle? Probably Judy until we see some signs of life. Thoughts on Jack Besh? No thoughts right now. Start K9, Sampson, or Benson. I'm going to start probably Sampson this week, my boy. Waddle, come on now. Why? What makes you have any faith in that situation right now? Like that, it's that easy for you to put 3 tilted head crying emojis over a Waddle question. Really? 0.5 PPR stash to Tootin, Ollie, Scattaboo, and Brian Robinson Jr. Probably Tootin and Scattaboo or Tootin and Ollie, but Tootin's definitely one of them for sure. You pick your poison on the Ollie and Scattaboo one. I'd probably say Ollie for now. I do think Ollie's still the guy. $20 hauler
alert. From
Alex.
Super chat alert.
Ollie, appreciate you. I love the hard stance on Waddle. It's Waddle. It's Waddle. Oh my God, it's Waddle. It's gotta be Waddle. This is crazy, man. One running back, one flex, Hampton, Harvey, Hunter, Tillman, ETN. It's gotta be ETN, bro. ETN and Hampton. That's not really a dilemma. Okay, on this $20 hauler from my boy Alex. Alex, appreciate you. Hey, what do you think I change here? Do I trade Cook and Trey? It's a 10-man. Penix, Saquon, Cook. I would trade Cook on the high if I can. Collins, MHJ, McBride, JCM, Ridley, Hendy, Pearsall. I don't know that I trade McBride yet. I'm not against it, but maybe you could trade Cook and Ridley for like Genty, or Achane and take the gamble. Make sure you get Ollie Gordon off waivers because he's probably getting cut everywhere. Genty, you could trade James Cook and Ridley for, honestly, Bucky's attainable right now for that. I'd try all those players first, man. If you got to throw Pearsall in to get Bucky or Genty, I'd do it. Start Njoku or Fannin? Fannin. Is there risk to it? Sure. Sure, bro. Should I start JK or Jerome Ford? Probably neither. JK possibly. You always jump so quick, Wolf. I don't know. Wolf, I'm only reading it. I mean, there's no context to your question, so that's the only way I can read it. But I'm sorry if I got that wrong, Wolf. Maybe somebody said Waddle versus like a waiver wire guy, and you're responding to them. But without context, it's all I see. So I don't know. Whatever. Wolf. Brofist to Wolf. I don't know. No idea. There's a lot going on. We got about 1,000 chat messages so far in 41 minutes. So appreciate you though, Wolf. Hey, chat, how are you today? Hey, Seclan, what's up, my boy? Seclan's back for another laugh fest. You missed Denny. He called in and sang for us. But Denny, if you're there, call back in real quickly. Denny, call back in real quickly. I think I could squeeze you in with some super chats as we roll through here. But only Denny. That line is only open to Denny right now. General thoughts on Pacheco. Start Pacheco, Sharps, or Benson. I'm not starting Pacheco over Sharps, bro. Sharps is solid right now. I mean, is he risky? Sure. Is he? He's definitely solid. Denny, call in and let's get another song going. Start one of Harvey. Where was that question? Harvey, Dobbins, or Sharps? Sharps is safer. Harvey's higher risk, higher reward. I think if you want safety, go Sharps. All right, Denny, I need a song for another player here. We need a song for Agbuka. Denny? Denny? Did we get the audio? Did it just drop out? Denny, are you there? Damn it. Tell me the phone. I think the phone line. Denny, call back. Call right back. Hang up and call back. I don't know why the phone line's not working. If it doesn't work when you call back, I'll have to switch it out for the speaker, but dang it. Try calling back, Denny. Flex. Dig, Sharps, Keenan. Sharps. Why do we have so many people wanting to bench Charbonnet? I don't understand it. I don't understand. Denny, turn down the background noise. Smitty wants you to turn down the background noise, Denny. Somebody dropped Blue. Should I drop Mims? I mean, sure, but Blue and Mims, you're talking about. Turn down the background noise, Denny. All I do is hear myself. Denny, turn down the background noise. Thanks for all the advice, bro. One of the best when it comes to. Thank you, appreciate you, Nelson. Nelson to the moon. And then we got this. That's a $20. That's a $20 haul. Hold on, Denny. Hold on. That's a $20 hauler.
Super chat alert.
Denny, turn down the background noise.
I'm trying. God damn it! I'm trying.
Oh God. Jeez, what's he doing? God. $20 hauler. Thank you, Nelson, for dropping that. Amazing Alec says flex one, dig Sharps, We're going sharps. Drop one Ingram or Juwan. I'm probably dropping Juwan right now, and Ingram's off the injury report, which is crazy, which means that they're lying about his calf injury. It's got to be cramps. Nelson, thanks again, my boy, for dropping the $20 hauler. Nelson to the moon.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Denny, call back. You got to call back without the background noise. JCM and Hendy for Achan. I'd take Achan as long as you can back him up with Ollie Gordon. Got offered Debo for JCM. I take Debo. Man, if Denny calls back Debo, he's going to say Debo on that one. You got to take Debo. We love Debo, bro. Let me see. Is this Denny?
Going to say Debo on that one. Debo.
No, it's not Denny.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The phone lines are not open yet.
Finish him.
I kept getting a call from this unknown number, so I thought that was Denny. Phone lines are not open yet. If push comes to shove, would you trade Kamara for Hendy outright? Of course I would. Absolutely. Where's Denny at? There he is. All right, Denny, you got the background noise down? Yes, go get Hendy. Denny, you there? Oh, Denny. Oh, Denny. I think he butt dialed us. I'll just while he's talking to it through his pocket, we'll just keep answering these. Traded AJB at Loveland Pickens and got Fannin off waivers. AJB, Denny.
Smitty.
Denny, turn down the background noise. Is it off?
Okay. All right. Why do you get so mad at me? About
because
the
you would.
background
Because it causes reverb, and everybody just hears it. Blah 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 blah, and I have to hang up on you. AJ Brown for Pickens.
Fine.
I like Pickens a little more than AJ Brown, to be honest with you, but I think you can get more. So I almost say no. Don't go get more and start Hampton, Hendy, Buka, or DK. Why would we sit Buka? I don't understand these Buka questions. They make no sense to me at all. I don't know why anybody's asking whether they should start Buka.
Sweetie, you need to calm down. You're getting very angry.
Okay.
All right? Just bring it down. Okay?
Denny. I need a Buka song, and I need it now, my guy. Okay, so Mecca,
how that is?
a Mecca.
Buka.
Yeah, you could call him Buka if you don't want to say egg Buka, but Mecca egg Buka. It could be eggs and bacon. Egg Buka, and a Mecca. Well, but Buka is probably easiest. Go ahead, give me something we could put into a video.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll just come up with that. No pressure, Danny. You know, you're starting to remind me of Belichick. Hey, come on in, Danny. You're the best QB I ever had.
Okay, go ahead, Danny.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Okay, go ahead. Buka, I need something good. I need something from the heart.
I love Ekabuka. I love Ekabuka. I love Ekabuka. I don't know what to tell you, Smitty. I love Ekabuka. Remember that, dude? I love Ekabuka.
I don't think that's it. Look, hey, when you came up with Debo, pull back your bow, it was magical. This one isn't really working.
Yeah. I apologize.
We've called Ollie Gordon
that magic, Smitty.
So we've called Ollie Gordon the Chupacabra, but I think it's misplaced, and the Chupacabra really is Igbuka. We got a lot of people that say that. So what about something along the Chupacabra? He's a folktale monster, the Chupacabra. So give me something else, Denny. You got to be. We can do better.
I'm better than this, and I appreciate you as a coach. I didn't study for the test.
Here, do you need me to play? You need me to play some tunes?
Yeah. You know, maybe you should help me. You know, this is tune. Let's tune it.
Let's play some. Hold on.
All right, Smitty. All right, let's do all I ask. Sorry, guys. Is we do a little duet of Debo. All right.
Okay, ready?
That's all I can do for you. All right.
Hey, can you guys hear the piano?
No, we're not piecing up, dude. We're doing Debo. That's our tune.
Okay, we want to do
got
Debo.
that, right?
Okay, ready?
All right. Debo, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my love for me. You were supposed to sing, man. Ready?
Were we getting good piano and audio at the same time, guys? Was that a good mixture? Was the volume all right?
That sounds all right. Yeah. That sounds all right.
Let's try it one more time.
Ready?
Okay, go.
Debo, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to the fantasy of us. Stop all that.
Why are you coughing? Why are you coughing during the performance? Okay.
Listen.
Okay, ready? Let's try it again. Ready?
Let's do it one more time.
Okay, ready?
No, hold on.
On three. On three. Ready? One. Are you okay? Do you need to cough it out real quick?
You need a second.
Can everybody hear the piano at a good volume? That's my question. Okay, ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Debo, draw back your bow and let that arrow go straight into the fantasy football show with nobody but me and Smitty. Please hear my cry and let Debo, my guy. All right, how did you?
Did we not get that? All right, it didn't. All right, Denny, I got a roll. Appreciate you.
All right. Okay.
You got anything else real quickly before I let you jump?
J-Lo, there's something real I've been thinking about is I don't understand why Detroit isn't good.
I told you why Detroit wasn't good. Somebody wants it one more time, Denny. Ready, go. Ready, go.
What?
One more time.
Too bad. I gotta sing now.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't.
Can we get a Buka? I need something with Buka. I need something with Buka real quick, please. Something with Buka. Ready? How about this? Let me give you a little tune.
No. Actually, Smitty, tell me what you did. What's his name?
Buka.
Buka. Is that the?
Okay, go. Buka.
Oh. What's his last name? I need two syllables.
It's a Mecca Egbuka, the Chupacabra. Oh yeah. You could get with that. Ready?
I think so.
Okay, you got this?
No,
I think you're feeling it.
Say his name one more time.
Buka, or Chupacabra.
Right, what's his last name?
His name's Mecca Egbuka. You don't even know who he is, do you? That's right. That might make this better.
He's wide receiver.
Ready? Buka, go.
Yo, hold on. Beep. Back the bus up, Smitty. It's Buka. Wide receiver. Shot in the dark. Ozzy Osbourne reference. Shot in the dark. Buka. Smitty, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but what was his name?
Come on, get with the program. I got a tune going here.
I like it. I'm trying to get a tune. What's that? Buka.
Denny, what am I doing here, Denny? I'm playing the tune. I'm vibing out here, and you're not even getting with the program.
What's his last name? I'll give you the best song you ever
His
heard.
name is Buka. Emeka Egbuka, for the love of God.
Okay, for the sweet love of Christ.
Go.
Buka. Hey, Buka.
You're not even in tune. This is it. Go.
Hey, Buka. Yo, 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 yo.
What are we doing here? All right, Denny, I got to go. Appreciate you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you all right?
I'm choking. Never breathe in while you're drinking a. I'm drinking a Diet Pepsi, and
I doubt you're. I doubt you're drinking a Diet Pepsi right now, my guy. Are you okay? Denny, you okay? All right, gotta go. Oh my God! Somebody check on Denny. Good Lord, making me choke. Just hearing him, I'm choking. Send Lad. Oh jeez. Send Lad or JSN for Nico. I'm not. I'd send Lad for Nico, sure, and JSN probably, yeah. But I'd rather keep JSN. But man, isn't that crazy what we're getting right now? That's insane. Full PPR. Olave Waddle for Judkins Diggs. I don't know. I guess I take the chance on the running back Judkins, but like that trade's horrible. Smitty is a candidate to be on the cover of Madden 2027. Don't really know why or what for, but okay. One QB drop one for Dak, Fields, Penix, Benson, Mason. One QB drop one for. If I'm dropping one of these guys, it doesn't make sense. I guess I'm dropping. I don't know. Denny, last thing, I got to get to these. You okay?
Okay, thanks. I just breathed in.
Yeah, Denny, I still got to go. I appreciate you calling back, but I got to get through these super chats. Anything else?
Yeah, I just you have a breathe in while you were. That's what happened when I was coughing. Because I know everyone's concerned of, you know, that I was coughing. But no, I'd like to let everyone know I'm okay. I breathed in while I was drinking at the same time, and it was water actually. It was.
You just said it was Diet Coke a minute ago. Okay, Denny. I appreciate you. All right, call back. All right, thanks, Denny. Gotta go. Okay. Drop one. I don't know who I'm dropping here. I'm not dropping Benson, not dropping Mason. I mean, you got these quarterbacks here. Drop one for a kicker is what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop one QB, drop one for a kicker. Gotcha. Okay, now makes sense, Average. I'm sorry. Let's see here. I suppose I'm dropping Fields, which is hard to do, but I'd probably drop in Fields because I'm not holding all three of those QBs. Armando, Swift, Sharps, Monty, Pittman, Rome, start two. I think you mean start one because I'm throwing my boy Sharps in there. And I'm probably going to roll with Monty or Swift. Chat, are we starting Monty, Swift, or Pittman? Or Swift, Monty, Pittman, or Rome? Please pick one. Swift, Monty, Pittman, or Rome. Please vote in the chat. Armando, let's get a big group think decision on this one because those are very, very, very close. Thanks again, Navage, for your super chat. Can we get Denny an hour in the studio time. Maybe, Angus, we might be able to do that. Denny, Sting, hooked a feeling. Buka, Chuka, appreciate you, Kevin. And then Dak right here, or Dark with the super chat here. 14-team PPR, Gibbs, Hendy, Hampton, Harvey, Bill, Garrett Wilson, Buka, Parasol, Rice. Like the team. Traded Kraft for Rice today. I don't mind that at all. Look, Kraft is a monster. Just straight up monster. But you got Fannin. You're going to roll the dice on that. And honestly, Rice is a top 5 wide receiver. I'm definitely drafting Rice over Kraft, going forward if I was drafting. And, some might say no, but Rice is a top 5 wide receiver when he returns, in my opinion. Jamar Chase and DJ Moore for London and Josh Allen. I would take London and Josh Allen and run. Should I make a trade? Current QB is made. I'd make that trade. I'd definitely make that trade. And if you can't make that trade, I don't know. I like your team, so I'm not necessarily in the business of moving anything until Sharps or Benson gets you the world. Or JCM bounces back and gets you the world. I don't think I'm selling Hendy low. I'm not selling Sharps before he rises up. I'm not selling Bucky on a mediocre week. JSN for BTJ maybe, if you can trade that right now. And I think he's pretty attainable. Man, Denny was going nuts today. Absolutely going nuts tonight. All right, phone lines are open. Very briefly, 10-second questions only, not doing full team evals. I'll hang up on you if you try and even spit out your whole team. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Denny, that means you can dial in again if you want, but please answer some questions. Siklan says, Smitty, who needs extreme help? Probably James Devlin in here somewhere. 10-second questions only. Sell Buka, and please turn on the background noise. I'm going to hang up on you because you called in with background noise. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Turn down your background noise before you call in, and please mute yourself. Turn down your background noise before you call in, and please mute yourself. I'll be right with you. Turn down the background noise, mute yourself. I'll be right with you. And then the last phone caller here, and then we're full. We're full. Is this one right here. Mute yourself, Gavin. I'll be right with you in just a little bit. Please mute yourself. I'll be right with you in just a little bit. Okay. Sell everybody. I got background noise. Mute yourself. Who is that? All right. Sell Buka and AK-41 for Bucky and MHJ. I would probably do that. Yes, I would do that. Now, I hate selling Buka, but that is a deal. I have CD, London, Ted. You got to take what you can get when someone's offering you the... Okay, phone line's done. You're done. Should I drop tight end Fannin, Mark Andrews, JCM, or Jordan Mason to pick up Sharps off waivers? I would definitely drop Mark Andrews of this group. I think Mark Andrews is a tough player to hold right now. You could drop JCM if you wanted, but I'm not. I'm personally not. Pick up Sharps off waivers. The fact that Sharps is on waivers is head-scratching to me. Just absolutely head-scratching. That's wild. That's wild. Is Denny ringing the doorbell? No, he's not. Jurassic, appreciate you. Sell Buka and AK. That's a tough one. Can I get a vote on this one? Buka and Kamara or Bucky MHJ. I'm leaning Bucky MHJ. But Buka Kamara is it's a solid move like right now maybe, but at the end of the day, I don't think Kamara is there for you. I suppose if you could sell Kamara and keep Buka, it'd be different. Like if you could end up flipping Kamara into a Hampton or a Genty somehow, of course, I would much rather keep Buka. But at the end of the day, I want Bucky bad. So Buddy sent a trade request haul for Egbuka. I'd rather have Egbuka. but you're not crazy to want either one. They're both fantastic. $20 hauler from Anxious Angus. Appreciate you.
Alert. Super chat alert.
All right, phone lines are open and only accepting from those that I know who you are, because the last caller ruined it for everybody. So if I don't have you in my system, I'm rejecting your call. So you better hope you're in my system. Buka Duka Do, where are you? Says Angus. We got some work to do. Buka Duka Do, where are you? We need some help from you now. Can we get a Denny to sing this, please, Smitty? Pretty please. I don't think he's calling back in, Angus, but I appreciate your $20 hauler. And if
Alert. Super chat alert.
if we do see him, I'll ask him to potentially, who's sitting associates? Nobody's sitting Ibuka. I can tell you that right now. All right, if you're a regular.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
All right. Cook, Hendy, Connor, pick 2. I'm going to go Hendy and Cook. Pretty easy call there, my guy. 812, what's your name and where are you calling from? Okay. All right, Gavin, you're live. What can I do for you, Gavin?
Should I start Herbert or Mahomes?
I mean, anything can happen with those two names, bro. They're both capable of being top 5 any given week. But I'd probably say, for me, I'm probably going Mahomes, I think. But that's a real close call. Herbert had quite a day, bro. Had quite a day. Mute yourself. I'll be right with you. He had quite a day, in week 1. But give me Mahomes. Mahomes is on a mission.
I was also wondering, are you worried when Godwin gets back about Ibuka at all?
Why would I be worried about Godwin, bro? Buka is the number 1 wide receiver on the team.
I know, I believe that. So, do you think maybe he'll decrease at all, or do you think he'll help him? Or?
Well, we don't even know what Buka is yet. He hasn't even become the player. You know what I mean? You can't even decrease from what? Let's let him develop. I mean, Godwin's not coming back until October, and even when he comes back, he'll be crawling along. And he's the most injury-prone wide receiver probably in the National Football League, and had a severely broken, fractured ankle. And the odds of him staying healthy are slim to none. This is like asking if the fly bothers the giant. There's nothing here. And if anything, it's there's enough footballs to go around. Buka's going to get his. And if let's say there's a competent wide receiver on the field and Godwin, an additional one, then that's good for defensive attention. And believe me, they move Buka all over. He's going to be playing in the slot. He's going to be moving around everywhere. This is a rover. This guy knows all the positions. He's going to be consistently open. And guess what? Mayfield's going to laser lock on him. So Godwin has zero relevance in this situation.
Okay.
None. Anybody saying that? Anybody telling you that or creating content around that missed out on it.
All my friends are saying that. And they're like, you need to trade Ibuka because Godwin's coming back.
Well, trade him to what? To them? Are they saying you need to trade? Okay, so what do you think that means when they say you need to trade Ibuka? Godwin's coming back. I'll take him. What do you think that means? Who's gonna tell you to trade Ibuka because Godwin's coming back, but trade him to me? You know what I mean? Why do you think they're saying that? They're trying to help you?
Probably not.
Yeah. So anybody saying that you should be doing something, and then they're the one wanting to receive the player, they have an agenda involved, my boy. They want Ibuka so bad, they know Godwin has nothing to do with it. That's funny though. Yeah, bro, Buka, just enjoy it while he's climbing. Just enjoy it. Don't worry about it, okay? You got him. They didn't know. They're jealous. Anybody creating content around that or saying that, they're either jealous or they're so mad at themselves they're trying to still be right. Watch Godwin comes back. 30-year-old wide receiver with a bad ankle injury history. Mute yourself. I'll be right with you, all right? All right. Anything else, bro?
No, that's all.
All right, later. Amazing to me, though, that somebody's going to say, hey, you better trade Buka. Godwin's coming back. Okay, who do I trade him to? I'll take him. It's like when somebody says, bro, you got look, Hendy's never going to be the starter. I want to offer you a trade for Hendy. He's not going to be good. Trade me Hendy. Trade me Hendy. He's not going to be good. It's going to be a running back by committee all year. So just trade him to me. He's trash. I don't even want him, but send him to me in a trade, please. It's wild. 224, you're live.
What's up, Smitty? This is KB from Chicago.
What's up, my boy?
I have a start sit for you. In standard scoring, you going Charbonnet or Keaton Coleman?
I mean, it's not a crazy question because Keon Coleman, I believe, is number 2 in fantasy football right now for wide receiver scoring. So like it's not crazy to. And man, if only we had that last year. When we were so excited about Keon Coleman, and imagine coming out of week number 1 with Keon Coleman as the number 2 wide receiver out of week 1. Like that'd be great. At the end of the day, though, I'm probably starting Charbonnet. I think maybe Keon could be safer. Maybe, but pretty easy call for me. I just think Charbonnet feels like he's going to get a good amount of volume no matter what, but you could go either way, honestly.
For sure. No, thanks, Smitty. And then one more I have for you is, are you starting Travis Hunter or Ladd this week?
Ladd, and I love Hunter, but that's an objective, unbiased take. Ladd is one of my top players to trade for walking into week number 2. He's right here. Or I'm sorry, he's on the other board. Right, you did a video on it. Trade for Ladd. He is also.
Yeah, I saw that video and I just traded for him.
Yeah, he's not on this particular list. I got rid of that list, but he's in one of the groupings of the top guys to go get. So yeah, Ladd's gonna be a great addition for you, bro. He's gonna be consistently in that like top 12 to 15 wide receivers all year long. All right, man.
Thanks, Smitty.
All right, later. All right, let me go over to 951. You're live.
Hey, Smitty, how are you?
Yo.
Hey, this is the clan. What's up, man?
The clan. What's up, my boy?
What's up, man? Smitty, I know I got 10 seconds, but real quick.
You got more than 10 seconds to clan. You got more than 10 seconds.
Appreciate you, buddy. Just a quick question for you. Non-PPR scoring. Would you start David Njoku away, or would you start Jake Ferguson at home?
Chat, what are you doing, Fergie or Njoku? And I assume Fannon's not available or anything, right?
No, I have Ertz on my bench, but I didn't start him.
I guess I go. Man, that's tough. Fergie's he's healthy, right? Travis hung up. Travis is calling back. Hold on, let me merge Travis in real quickly. Travis, you going Fergie or Njoku? The chat split on it.
I'm gonna go Njoku. I think he still gets targets, but Ferg probably has a decent chance for a touchdown against the Giants. It's close to a coin flip.
Yeah, that's pretty close to clan. I don't know. The chat is saying go Ferguson. It seems they're leaning Ferguson? Slightly. Maybe near 50-50, but I feel like it's a little bit Fergie.
Okay. All right, I'll drop Njoku and pick up Ferguson and start him.
Well, so you're making a cut, though. You're not just making a lineup decision.
Right.
Yeah, I'd probably go Fergie. Close call,
Fergie?
though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but, bro, that could go either way. Trust your gut. It could go either way. It's literally a coin flip, like Travis said. You still in Arizona?
No, remember I super chatted yesterday. I actually moved back to SoCal to be with closer to family and stuff like that. But
SoCal.
Yeah. But man, Smitty, I'm always in the streets, man. Thanks for always putting out great content.
Yeah,
Probably
but
the best one out there.
All right, thank you, Shaklan. Later, bro.
All right, thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, last caller, and then over to Travis. We got a 5. Let me merge this guy in. Hold on, mute yourself. I'll be right with you. Okay, 630. This caller here, is it 502? 502. You're live.
What's up, Smitty?
What's up? Who's this?
Hey, from LA.
What's up?
Mason's on the waivers, and I was gonna drop Ingram because he was hurt, but apparently he's not anymore. Should I drop Ingram or Ollie?
Ingram or Ollie? For who? Who did you say?
Jordan Mason.
Ingram or Ollie for Jordan Mason. BBQ dropping 50 gifted memberships. BBQ, thank you, pal. I don't know, man. That's a crapshoot.
I got Fannin off waiver. Kind of thinking Ingram, but
yeah, probably if you got Fannin, I'd probably keep Ollie. I just think we got everybody wanting to react on Ollie. Guys, thank BBQ if you get a super chat or a gifted membership. I think everybody overreacting on Ollie, they're going to regret it. But I can't guarantee when Ollie Gordon gets a shot. But you got to remember, like, even from the perspective of, like, Charbonnet before Charbonnet rose up to be the guy he is right now. We were drafting Charbonnet as a league-winning handcuff. Like, we're still looking at, in a worst-case scenario, Gordon's a league-winning. If Achane were to go down or anything, he would be a top 10 running back. But I still think he's going to be super relevant, even as in his role. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Miami. I feel like we all know what we would do if you handed me the head coaching job in Miami. I'd figure it. I'd even get the ball to Tyreek Hill. But this coach doesn't know what he's doing. He's an imbecile. He doesn't deserve to be in a head coaching position. He's a great scheme artist, but clearly he doesn't know how to implement it. And I don't know what in the hell he's doing with this team. I think he'll be fired within a couple games if he doesn't, like, drastically turn things around. I don't think he can even, like, play well and lose. He has to literally win or he's going to get fired.
Yeah, and then one more quick one. With London being healthy now, I did start Debo, but he put up 17. Happy with that. Would you start JSN or MHJ? MHJ playing Carolina. I feel like it's a better match.
You can't sit JSN. JSN had 150 or something last week. You just can't sit him. In my opinion, I like MHJ, but you can't sit JSN.
If there's any week of any, this might be the week. Would you start Buka over London? Because I got JJ. I'm not sitting JJ, obviously, and I got London in both leagues. So
who's your flex though?
I had a Debo in there.
Man, wow. I mean, you didn't make a bad call. Debo had great game, but I mean, Buka or London, bro. Because London may be still struggling with that shoulder, even though he's off the injury report. I'm not sitting Buka, but you're in a dilemma, man. You're in a dilemma. Can you even make a? I mean, I don't necessarily want to make a trade for 1 week. I don't know. You're gonna have to make a trade next week potentially, though.
London might get up on Buka, and then I'll start London my other one just so I don't miss out on the big
game in case. Yeah, that's hedge your bets. That's a good way to look at it. I do that. All right, bro. Gotta go. Appreciate you. Man, that's tough. All right, 630. You're live as quickly as you can, please.
Hey, Smitty, how you doing? This is Miyagi.
What's up, Miyagi?
Hey, quick question. So I'm getting offered a bunch of offers from Mike Buka, but this is probably the best one yet. So it's Trey McBride, Garrett Wilson, and Bill for a Buka, Charbonnet, and Pitts. Who do you like better?
I gotta write it down. Hold on. That one's a little hard to digest. Okay, say it again.
Garrett Wilson, Trey McBride, and Bill. And the other side is Buka, Pitts, Charbonnet.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, bro. It's like if someone's gonna overpay for, So you're going from Buka, Garrett Wilson. I mean, I'm not saying it's a wash, but if we were to like look at it, like I'd rather have. I mean, Garrett Wilson could be as good as Buka. Buka could be as good as Garrett Wilson. I mean, Garrett Wilson's that good. But Sharps and Pitts versus McBride and Bill. I don't know. Chatty,
quite a bit right now.
Yeah. Chat, what would you do? Which side do you want? Everyone's saying Garrett Wilson's side. That's a tough
Garrett
one.
Wilson side, you think?
Let me put it up on screen. That's where the chat's leaning. Let me show
I
everybody.
think it's safer for sure right now.
It is.
Does it make it difficult because Charbonnet's in the mix? If
Yes.
there's no running backs, would it be
If
easier?
you took Charbonnet out and Bill out, I would much rather keep Charbonnet over Bill right now.
So you would have. So if it was just Garrett Wilson and Trey McBride, you'd rather do that.
Mash. And I love Ibuka,
All right.
but Mash.
All right, I'll try to do it. Thank you.
But the chat is leaning toward the McBride side anyway if you did throw the RBs back in. And there's a world where JCM completely crushes it, you know. So it's not the end of the world if you got to throw. But I'd much rather have Charbonnet.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough, man. A lot of people want Ibuka, man. They're paying high top dollar.
That's great.
The
That's
best
great.
one.
That's a good one. Take out the running backs and then hit it. But even if he doesn't, everyone's still kind of loving it. All right, later, bro.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yep. All right, let me get Rock out. I am gonna clear the phone line here. So as quickly as you can, my guy, Rock out. What do you got?
Would you go with Fields, Bo, or Penn?
Fields.
But it's a 4-point touchdown league.
Fields versus the Bills, Knicks versus Indy.
I think Bo's going to do well.
Knicks versus Minnesota.
This is a tough
I think
matchup.
Bo bounces back.
Yeah, Minnesota's tough. Fields versus Buffalo. That could be a good game for Fields, but I still think Bo Nix has the best opportunity. I know everybody wants to run away from Bo Nix, and if he doesn't do it this game, everyone's gonna run away. They're gonna just run away. I didn't take your lunch money, Anxious Angus. I just got to clear the phone line, and then I'm going through the super chats. I appreciate your $20 holler. I see. Go Bo Nix, and then last thing, and then I got to roll, boys. I'm going to go to Travis after this, but last thing, Rock out. I'm going to go Bo.
No, that's it. Appreciate it.
Okay. Call back tonight. We'll be here. Sorry, I'm closing the phone line. Appreciate you.
There you go. Yep.
All right, Travis, what else you got?
Yeah, so just quick, I know a couple people have been asking about Pittman. I'm not starting Pittman against the Broncos defense, for Surtain and Danny Dimes against the Broncos defense. So if you have a better option, going far away from that. And then I was just going to ask about JSN. He had a great game, and I love JSN. I think he kind of quarterback-proof in a way. But does it worry you that Darnold, only threw to him? I think there was, a couple completions that didn't go to him. Almost all the yards went to JSN.
Not more than it worry.
Not more
than it'd worry me if he didn't throw to him. So no.
Right, but I mean, our defense is just going to start keying in on that, seeing him getting doubled every single time. We just got to wait and see, right?
I don't think any more than they would have regardless. I don't think the defense is saying, oh, he only throws to JSN is going to change the fact that the defense is saying, let's shut down JSN. I think the key is that JSN is so good at playing in the slot, and even when it is in 12 personnel and you got the two wide receivers on the outsides, you essentially have these sidelines right here. I think we talked about this before, to where a lot of teams now will move that wide receiver in, even in a 12 personnel. They'll move the wide receivers in real tight, And what that does is it creates the ability to feel like they're in the slot. Because when you have a wide receiver to the outside, usually, there's no way for them to go the sidelines there. So it forces them to go either downfield or, they're running a post or drag, but they're kind of limited. Whereas in the slot, this is why Cooper Kupp dominated from the slot. And Cooper Kupp really put himself in put the slot on the map for some people, because you can go any which way you want, downfield, wherever. Well, when you're running and I'm not saying that they're running all 12 personnel, but I'm saying it's not, a lot of people were concerned about, well, if there's only 2 wide receivers on the field and they're going to maybe run JSN in a different way. They're not, because even when they bunch them together from even a 12 personnel, you've got this ability to run all over the field and do all these routes. So I think you're moving JSN all over the field no matter what, and it's going to be hard for people to lock them down. I think also if we do see a struggle bus amount of games out of Darnold, we'll see the switch out really quickly.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a good point, because, Darnold is a confident enough quarterback that he can communicate with JSN on those type of routes. So.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, and real quick, are you starting Fannin over Njoku?
Yeah, we've got a question about it 100 times the last 2 days.
Yeah. I couldn't remember.
Fannin for me, but very, very understandable to go either direction.
All right.
Appreciate it, Smitty. All right, thanks. Appreciate you. All right, $20 hauler from Alex. Trade away London and JCM for Bucky and McMillan. London and JCM, give me Bucky and McMillan, and then I flip McMillan. But I do want Bucky over London. So I'm going to say yes. Alex, thank you for the $20 hauler, my good
alert.
sir.
Super chat alert.
Thank you, kind sir, for that. Appreciate you. Trade Pollard for Hendy. If you like winning, Calvin, do that. Vlad or Penix and Harvey for CMC. Penix and Harvey for CMC. I don't know this must be relating to another question, but I would put everything in one, because to find it and include it, I'll try and remember when I come across it. But Penix or Harvey for CMC. I mean, of course I'm taking CMC over that, but then I'm flipping CMC. I don't know. We'll have to see what your other question is going to be. Trade away DJ Moore and Jalen Warren and Pitts for Tyler Warren and Higgins. Jaden Higgins. Trade away DJ Moore and Jalen Warren and Pitts. Yes, give me Tyler Warren all day. He's a top 4 tight end to me. A $20 hauler from A-Tech. Appreciate you very much for the $20 hauler.
Alert. Super chat alert.
The man, the myth, the legend. Smitty, don't know how my number wasn't saved. 272 area code. Anyway, we had a new phone line, so it might have been a while ago, but I also had a full phone line, so regardless, it filled up. So appreciate you. I'm sorry. Traded Hampton for London and then traded Adams for Javonte Williams. Traded Hampton for London. Okay, I'm fine with that. And then traded Adams for Javonte Williams. That one I'm not upset about, but I'm not necessarily amped up, because Javonte played well. I like him. I'm not mad at that. But maybe there's a couple other safer running backs, Hendy, Hampton, that I'm going after. Eventually would rather have Harvey eventually than Javonte. But for right now, it makes sense. Team is now Penix, Chase Brown, Hendy, Javonte. It's a good squad. I like it. I'm going to Smitty approve your trade. And the only thing I'm looking out for is at some point, if you believe you can move, if you can only start 3 wide receivers, if not, then you hang on to Rice and just wait it out. But if you can trade Rice now with maybe Javonte to get that doubted running back like Hampton in there, I'm doing it, But I know you just traded Hampton, but a player like that, Bucky, I've seen Bucky get traded for trash right now. So Javonte and Rice for Bucky, if you could pull it off. Achane is a risk, but I'd rather have Achane over Rice and Javonte right now. So, look at those things. But love the trade. Hampton and London, I like it. It's fine. It's fine. Denny's the man, mixed with Gary. Thank you. Appreciate you, Kevin, for the super chat. Chief, appreciate you. Brock hasn't practiced all week and plays Monday. Brock's not playing. He's already ruled out. Oh, Brock Bowers. Yeah, okay. I thought you meant Brock Purdy. Got Fannin on the bench. Play Fannin, or should I go after someone off waivers like Schultz? If you go after someone on waivers, bro, go after Michael Mayer, because Mayer will start it instead. So that's the move to make if you're going to do that. But Fannin's a pretty good play. I'm not dropping Fannin. You know, so I just start Fannin, I suppose. But if you have Michael Mayer, if you could make a move, and that would be a safe move. Got May, BTJ, Ladd, Buka, Brown, Pearsall, Fannin. Should I make any moves before Sunday? Ladd, Buka, BTJ, love the receivers, man. Chase Brown, Gentile, love those. Tyler Warren, no. I mean, not unless I'm moving May up to a Mahomes or a potential like top 5 quarterback. You know, Burrow had a bad game. You know, Burrow or Mahomes using Ted, Pearsall, Sharps. I'd use any of those to upgrade Drake May. That's the only move to make with this squad. Appreciate you very much with your super chat. Trade my Debo and ETN for Ladd. That's too much. I mean, Debo's and Ladd are even Steven anyway, bro. That's way too much. No, hell no. $20 holler from Vlad.
Alert. Super chat alert.
This is where Vlad said CMC, right? My QBs are Bo Nix and Bryce Young. Running backs Hampton, CMC, Hubbard, Judkins, JCM. Do I trade CMC for Jaden Daniels straight up? If it's a 2 super flex, yes. Yeah, you do. You do. What was the other question that you asked then, Vlad? Let me go find it. Or Penix and Harvey? No. Go get Jaden Daniels. It's a super flex, bro. Jaden Daniels is the number 1 or number 2 or number 3 overall player in a super flex. The fact that he's getting tossed around as if he's not, that's crazy. Tipping extra because you're the man. Thank you, Vlad. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, is anybody, raise your hand if you think JD5's not going to bounce back. I'm very curious how many people are off the JD5 train this early on. I would love to know. And it's okay if you are. I'm not going to go crazy on you, but I just think this is wild to me. That is super flex. That is a great trade. What's up, Smitty? Try and get something else if you can. I'm not saying don't do it, but I mean, goodness gracious, man. What's up, Smitty? Flex this week, Jordan Mason or Jacoby Myers? Jordan Mason for me, especially in half PPR. Thanks, brother. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Now, Jacoby Myers is not bad. I'm not saying he's bad, but Mason, I think he punches in a touchdown. I think they utilize it. Although they're with Darsaw out, maybe not. Hold on. Maybe we do go Jacoby. I mean, it is half PPR. It still matters. Guys, can we vote half PPR, Jacoby Myers or Jordan Mason? Maybe we do go Jacoby. Jacoby might be a tad safer. I do like Mason a lot, but they are using Aaron Jones as well. He just, I mean, damn, Mason looks good. Until Aaron Jones is out, I'd say Jacoby. I'm going to change my tune to Jacoby. Anxious Angus with a $20 holler, getting attention here. I'm sorry I didn't give you immediate attention.
Chat alert.
We're getting Jacoby across the board. Jacoby it is. Angus, thank you for the $20 holler. Buka will be there for you when the rain starts to pour. Buka will be there for you like he's been there before. Buka will be there for you because you're there for Buka too. This is all my lunch money. Guess I'm having cold cuts, JK. Thank you, Anxious Angus. And if Denny's out there, Denny, call in so you can read his song for him. He's dropping super chats galore because he really badly wants Denny to sing this iteration of the Buka song. Denny, please call back in. I don't know that Denny's even awake anymore, Anxious Angus. I can't control that. You know what I mean? But I love the song. Thank you, Angus. We'll keep it on cue here. And if Denny calls back in tonight, we will have him read it to the best of his ability. Although I don't know it's going to work out well, but we'll try. Traded Walker Debo for Amon-Ra St. Brown. I like that. I'm definitely okay with that. I'm okay with either side, but also got trade offer for Mike Buka, Connor, and Kamara. No. For Brock Bowers. Oh, offer for Jurg Buka and then Kamara? Or Connor? Brock Bowers is injured. I'm going to say Buka. But that's tough. I mean, you get Kamara. So you're saying you'd have to give up one of those running backs, though. So Connor and Buka, I'm not giving up Kamara. I'd trade Kamara for something else. So Connor, chat, would you give up Connor and Buka for Brock Bowers? Please vote in the chat. Connor or Buka for Brock Bowers. Please vote in the chat. Which side you would prefer to have? We have a couple at least one $20 hauler in here. One from BBQ. BBQ, thank you for the 20 wad, my boy. BBQ to the moon, and then Ryan for the $20 super chat. Both you gentlemen, appreciate you very, very much.
Super chat alert.
Bowers. No, nah, not with the injury. Connor's dust. It doesn't help unless you vote. Nope. Connor and Ibuka over Bowers. Bowers. No, it's weird because you guys are all over the map, which shows it is pretty even. Because I'm getting like a heck no on both sides. Panic is the prophet of the patient. So many opportunities to buy low. Do it now before it's too late. That's why I created several videos of buy lows this week. You know, this one is not just the only one. This is the most recent one. Go watch this video. You have these guys in the thumbnail, and it's week 2 buy lows. These are some of the best buy lows in the game right now. So go do it and do it live. Do it live. Do it quickly. Thank you, BBQ. Appreciate you with the $20 hauler, and thank you for the 50 gifted memberships as well.
Super chat alert.
BBQ.
Smitty, everybody's pretty.
Thank you, BBQ. You are the man, the myth, the legend. Ryan, appreciate you. Whiteboard, please. Tried trading BTJ, but couldn't. Trade help. JD5, Bucky, Irvin, Genti, Debo, Devontae, Loveland. Want to get rid of Devontae. I don't know what there is to really whiteboard other than I could give you a couple of suggestions, I suppose. But Bucky, Genti. Okay, want to get rid of Devontae. Okay, so Devontae, Adams. So Adams and Adams and Pacheco. You're not going to be able to get much for this, but Adams, Pacheco for Ladd. That would be my favorite. Adams, Pacheco for BTJ, which it sounds crazy to people that believe in BTJ, but you can get it. I've seen it all week, bro. It's crazy. It's madness. It is straight up madness. Devontae, and honestly, look, I'm not saying I don't believe in Debo, but the value's nice. So Debo and Adams for, you try for Lamb, you're probably not going to get it. If you don't get Lamb, then BTJ or St. Brown's worth considering if you can get something thrown in. Adams for, as I said, Ladd. Adams for Hampton. Adams for Hendy. Adams for Harvey and something. All those make sense, my boy. Appreciate you dropping the wattage on screen, Ryan. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Team PPR, I got JD5, McLaurin, Hunter, Myers. Any suggestions? Probably trading. You probably wait on Sharps before you do anything, but you could try and trade him to the Walker owner now. Sharps and Myers for, something, Ladd or above. And even that, I wonder, would I do it? Would I trade Worthy and Myers for Ladd? Yes. Would I trade McLaurin and Worthy for BTJ? Yes. Would I trade Sharps and McLaurin for BTJ and something? Yes. Genti, would I trade Sharps and McLaurin for Genti? Sharps and McLaurin for Bucky? Sharps and McLaurin for Achan? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much for the super chats. Appreciate you. Would you do Adams for Trey Henderson. I would take Trey Henderson and run. Would I Rashee Rice for Hendy? I think Hendy, but I love both of them, to be honest. 0.5 start, 2 BTJ, MHJ. Buka, nobody trades in this league. Why is Buka in this question? Why is BTJ in this question? It's BTJ and Buka. There's not even a question to ask there. Start your studs, man. Jonathan Taylor or Chase Brown. Give me Chase Brown all day long. We've got trade Nabers for London. I'd rather have London, quite honestly. I just think Nabers is going to get injured, or they sit him or something later. Dak. Have Dak one spot left. Penix Jr. or Tootin. I'm going to take Tootin. And likely a stash. Yeah, but I'd rather have Tootin. And I'm going to go Dak as my starter and Tootin as my hang-on to player. Appreciate you. Thank you. BBQ says panic. Oh, I already did this one. Thank you again for the $20 hauler. BBQ, you're the man, bro. This one here, Ryan, I think I did this one already. Whiteboard. Thank you, pal. Appreciate you. Taylor and Bajan worth handcuffing. I got both. They're worth handcuffing, but not at the expense of leaving something else out there that I like a lot more. 5 bench spots. I got Walker and Mason, T-Mac, Adams, Brian Thomas Jr., Rice, Hollywood, Worthy, Jennings. So without knowing what other options there are, like I would rather have Benson, or like these are my potential next men up to be the league winners. 9 out of 10 odds of being the best pickups of the year, like Tootin and Benson, I'd rather have than the handcuffs to players like JT and Bijan. But if you can't get those guys, like Giddens is a good backup. So, it just depends on, I don't really know if you could give me the list of the available players. I do think handcuffing is okay. It's just not better than those options. Trade Dobbins for Devontae Adams. I would take Devontae Adams, then I'd flip him. But I don't want Dobbins over Devontae Adams. But I would trade Adams. I'd trade Adams for Ladd. I'd give up more if I need to. I'd trade Adams and JT for Genty, for Achane, for Bucky. Adams gives you more trade bait than Dobbins, so do that on that alone. And then this one here from Dark. Dark, appreciate you for the $5 hauler. Considering trading Buka or Garrett Wilson for a buy low receiver like Nico. Or BTJ, thoughts? I think they're all really close, bro. And I will probably say if I had to rank them rest of season, Buka's right there. Do I think Nico is probably in BTJ probably rank ahead of Buka for me? I mean, let's go to the chat. Chat, vote. Rank these wide receivers, go forward. Buka, Garrett Wilson, BTJ, and Nico. Buka, Garrett Wilson, BTJ, Nico. I mean, that is so tough. Buka, Garrett Wilson. This is not my order yet. BTJ and Nico. How do we rank these guys going forward? Rank them in the chat, please. Adam, you messed up the super chat. We'll just repeat the question. You putting that line, Adam, doesn't fix it for me. Like, make it all in one question, Adam. I'll try and read your next comment, but make the entire question in one message. Piecing together your fix in that message with the other chat's not going to help me. So just restate the question. BTJ, Buka, Garrett Wilson, Nico, Buka, Garrett Wilson. Look at this. Buka, BTJ, Bucky. For CMC, of course, take Bucky, bro. Buka, Garrett Wilson, Nico, BTJ. Nico, BTJ, Buka, Garrett Wilson. Buka and Garrett Wilson tied for me, says Trippy. It's all over the place. BTJ, Nico. Man, I guess I'm going to go, if this is me, the reason Nico's getting no love is because his situation is trash right now. I think it would be like one tied. I'm not trying to be a cop out here. And then this would be second and this would be third. And I love Garrett Wilson, but I just think Buka's that guy that's right below. But Nico and BTJ, like if I was drafting at 12-13, I could still consider these two guys. Not saying Buka can't be there. We love Buka more than anybody, but being smart about it, you know, you'd have to almost do it that way, in my opinion. But that's a real tough call, Dark. And the chat is all over the place on it. Like Buka, the thing is, if I have Buka and you offer me Nico, it'd be hard for me to do it, even though I'm telling you that. Trade CMC and Higgins, T. Higgins, I assume, for CD and Hampton. I'd take CD and Hampton and run, bro. Run. Absolutely run. You're winning both sides of that trade. You're winning both sides of it. It's a fantastic trade. And did that guy ask his question again? Adam, did you ask your question again? Nico BTJ all day. Adam. Sharp and JMO for Garrett Wilson. I think, no, where's Adam's question? Ashton Genty or Chase Brown? Sorry, low vision. Ashton Genty or Chase Brown? Give me Chase Brown for safety, Genty for high risk, high reward, but that's really close, bro. Wood, Adams, and Pacheco for Warren Harvey. I don't know which Warren that is, Brandon. You got to be clear about that. There's two Warrens, my boy. I assume you mean Tyler Warren. So I'm probably going to say give me Tyler Warren and Harvey all day. If that's Jalen Warren, probably still rather have Harvey, but it's a lot closer. Thank you, Maddie, with the super chat, my boy. 10-team PPR. Rate my team, broski. Mahomes, Genty, Achane, Buka, T. Higgins, Hunter Henry. Is that Hunter Henry? T. Hendy. Man, the way you're writing this stuff. Hendy. Thunter. T. Hunter. Benson, Tootin. T-Law, Ingram. Any moves to make? Thank you. You're the GO, pal. Probably say with this squad, bro, I'm feeling really good about it. I'd probably say, I mean, Hunter, the way you're writing this has confused me when I'm reading it. T. Hendy and Thunter, T. Hunter, and Hunter Henry. I'd probably say I'm trading T. Higgins and maybe Xavier Worthy for like one Lad McConkey and just getting into a safer player. Try for BTJ. Not trading Genty or Achane. Not trading Mahomes. Not trading Hendy or Hunter, honestly. So it really just comes down to, does Benson have value now? Does Tootin have value now? Wait on them if they don't. Those are two of the best pickups of the year, obviously. Worthy and T. Higgins together for one wide receiver. That's all I'm really working on right now. Past that, I'm holding because the team's super solid, bro. Ridley, RJ, Harvey, Sharps, Coleman, or Mooney. Sharps and Ridley Sharps and Harvey are your high risk, high reward plays, and for safety, Ridley and Sharps. Alexander, thank you for your super chat. The better QB, which player should I give away? Coleman's pretty sellable right now. I'd say trade Keon Coleman, even though I like him. Keon Coleman and JCM for a quarterback upgrade. Not trading Harvey or Henderson, honestly. Travis Hunter's on waivers. Pick him up right now. Full load drop. Just make sure you have him. That could solve your quarterback problem. You could literally trade Hunter later to go get a quarterback like Mahomes. Coleman, I would use Coleman to upgrade your QB. That's the only player I want to trade. I really like your team. Coleman and JCM, I could use to potentially upgrade. Devontae Smith, I'd trade any one of those guys, any combo, even two of them, to upgrade from Geno. And I don't know anybody wants Geno, so you got to go find someone that has two quarterbacks. And honestly, I'd give up JCM or Coleman to get even Dak or Bo Nix, Alexander, and you could definitely pull that off. Cody, appreciate you. Go get Hunter, though, for sure. The Buka and Hampton owner wants my Mason. He's panicking. I have Hendy, Chase Brown. What package? Buka and Hampton. Any other trade target ideas? He's panicking. I mean, I guess Bill and Mason together. Scary Terry for Hampton. Scary Terry and Mason. Scary Terry, Mason, and Bill all for Buka, of course. Scary Terry and Mason, for Hampton, I do that too. I don't think you're getting them for cheaper than that, bro. I mean, Bill and Mason for Hampton, try it, but he's not going to do it. So I would give Scary Terry to get Hampton. And if he gives you Buka, great, but I don't think he's going to give you Buka. I don't think you can really go get both of them. I mean, the only thing you could maybe give up would be, I don't think you can do that. Terry and I'm not giving up Chase Brown, not giving up Lamb, not giving up Hendy, not giving up Hunter, honestly. I mean, would I give up Hunter and Scary Terry for Buka and Hampton? Yeah, I would. I mean, would I give up Mason as well? I guess you could try that, Cody. But I'd try those other ones if that doesn't work. Buka is clearly the number one in Tampa. Godwin, who? Mike Evans is aging out. Name a rookie who his first game calls his own shot and the game-winning touchdown. It was unbelievable. Yeah, the people freaking out on Godwin, they're hearing it from somewhere. Like some podcast is mad that they missed on Buka and they have a horrible Buka call. So they're like, when Godwin comes back, he's going to return to form. PPR bench, Keon, Pearsall, Pickens, Hendy, Harvey. Traded away JSN and Addison for Pickens and Keon. I wouldn't have done that. No, JSN's worth... No, I would not have done that. I'm sorry, Tyler. I know that's what you didn't want to hear, but I also have MHJ, Genti, and GD5. You got a good team, but I would not have traded JSN. I like Pickens. He's a good buy low, but I would have given up like Pearsall for Pickens or something like that. I wouldn't have done. Sorry. I don't know what else you wanted me to say on that, but I don't. Yeah, I don't like that. But I mean, I love. Where was that at? Let me find that trade one more time. Tyler, right? Tyler. Yeah. I would have traded away Pearsall. Traded away JSN for Addison for Pickens, Kent Coleman. I would have traded away Pearsall for Pickens or something, but I would not. I don't know. I like Keon Coleman, though, bro. But Josh Allen, Chase Brown, Hendy, Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Fannin, Hunter, bench, JCM, Harvey, Sharps. Was offered Debo for JCM. I think I answered this earlier, or somebody had the exact same question. You take Debo and run, bro. I mean, we like our boy, but blank super chat by Mr. Human, appreciate you. Anxious Angus, should I offer CD for Garrett Wilson and Hendy? I'm okay with that. I like both sides, though. I think it's a very fair offer. I mean, if you got the depth, CD's great. And if you need the running back, I think that works. Garrett Wilson's good enough. I'd say that's okay. I'm fine with that trade either way. Gaming, appreciate you. 12-man PPR, Josh Allen, Cook, MHJ, Charbonnet, Fannin, DJ Moore, Travis Hunter, Pacheco, Brian Robinson Jr., Tesla, Thornton, Mark Andrews. Am I good? I think so. Jamar Chase, James Cook. I'm definitely in the business of trading James Cook away while I can. Getting Genti, getting Bucky, getting Achane, using James Cook and DJ Moore, using Pacheco, using Brian Robinson. I just think those are better running backs. I'd trade James Cook down into Hampton to move DJ Moore into a Lad McConkey as an example. Gaming, like things like that are the ways that I try and maneuver. $10 hauler, appreciate Ricky. QB is Lamar, Barkley, Bucky, Bill, Sampson, Heisman, Hunter, Pickens, Hollywood Brown, Keenan, Kelsey. Okay, rarely any trades, home league, start 2 and 1 flex. Rank them. Okay, thank you. Start 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. So your wide receivers are going to be, it's Pickens and Hunter for me. And then your running backs are going to be obviously Bucky and Barkley. And then your flex right now, we don't know about Bill yet, but we might get word that he's starting, but we just have to find out. Well, are they going to make a trade for Walker? Are they going to bring Ramirez back up, and then JCM doesn't get work? And we just got to figure it out. Samson right now is really safe. I think Keenan Allen's pretty safe. I think your flex probably is Samson until further notice, but I like Keenan Allen just as much. So that's what I would do. Your team's pretty good. Barkley and Bucky's fantastic. Would I maybe move Barkley into Genty or Barkley into even Achane or Barkley into Hampton? Then you get an even bigger wide receiver to get an upgrade somewhere or an extra wide receiver. Sure. So like Keenan Allen into BTJ to turn Barkley into Genty or turn Barkley into Achane. And then you got Ollie there. So Achane I wouldn't be scared to get Achane. But at the same time, bro, if you just held on off a week, I think I'm fine with that too. Because your team's good enough. And, maybe Barkley gains more value this weekend. Because I don't think Barkley's getting hurt like tomorrow. But, I'm definitely trying to get out of that before double-digit weeks, personally. Do you think Pearsall will do well with Mac versus the Saints? Maybe. BTJ went off when Mac played. Yeah, I keep hearing that, and I understand it. Like, I do know that information, and I'm not saying you shouldn't tell me that. I'm just saying, like, everyone keeps saying Smitty, but what you don't realize is, and I'm not saying you're saying that, but other people are telling me that, you don't realize this Mac Jones played great with BTJ. I get that, and Pearsall is a good play, but when the reason we were even talking about that earlier was that many were saying that BTJ and Pearsall were not that crazy of a convo in terms of start bench advice this week, and I thought that was asinine. That we're even having a conversation of BTJ or Pearsall this week from a starting lineup perspective. Now, just overall Pearsall in general, I do like Pearsall. Smitty, you drafting an underdog tonight? We will on Battle Royale. Yes. I like Pearsall overall, and I think it depends on the question. Like, do I start Pearsall this week as my wide receiver 3 or my second flex? Sure. I think he probably could do well. He's the main show in town. But, expecting a lot, especially with Trent Williams now injured. I mean, if Trent Williams doesn't play, Mac's going to be cooked. Trade my Devontae Smith and Javonte for A.J. Brown. I probably would do that, but then I'd probably flip A.J. Brown. But you're not crazy to not do that as well. Yeah, so it's a different question when we're talking about Pearsall being doubted in terms of like a wide receiver 1 question for the week. That's madness, absolute madness. But as your third or fourth, as your flex, your second flex, your third wide receiver, sure, you could be great. But I need to know like what we're benching. Like, what options do we have? Bajan for Chase Brown and Buka. I would take Buka and Chase Brown. Sonny, that's a pretty good trade. I like that. All right, guys. Appreciate all your super chats. I'll be back at midnight Eastern. You guys are absolutely amazing. Please hit that thumb up button on the way out the door. And please hit the Patreon link if you guys want to be a part of a 365, 24/7, always live chat room. That link has been dropped. I'll put that in the live chat right now. It's in the description of the video as well. And then we're drafting on Underdog tonight. Promo code Smitty. Hit this link right now. Play $5, get 50. We'll be drafting on Underdog tonight. Play 5, get 50. Just hit that link. I'll pin the link in the live chat on the way out the door. We'll be drafting tonight. If you don't click it right now and sign up, you won't get in on time. Code Smitty, if you download the app manually and it says, how'd you hear about us? Just make sure you put code Smitty in there. But the link will insert it for you. Appreciate all my mods tonight. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you, BBQ. BBQ dropping gifted memberships. 50 of them. Please thank BBQ if you got one. If we got any other gifted memberships, I appreciate you guys that dropped that. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you so much. Let's see, gifted. I think it was Aloha gifted 5 memberships. Aloha, you still here? Aloha gifted 5 memberships. Hit that link. It's in the live chat. Aloha gifted 5. BBQ gifted 50. Aloha, thank you very much, my boy. I'm sorry if I didn't see that when you did it. Aloha to the moon. Where's Aloha at? Thank you, Travis. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Blackbeard, Space Ricky, Sick Nasty, DeBalt, Vampy. Who else am I forgetting on the mods? Space Ricky, Sick Nasty, Blackbeard, Travis, DeBalt, Vampy, Kenny Powers, all the boys. Appreciate you all. And then the final super chat of the evening is from Emmanuel. Emmanuel says, Tootin over Benson off waivers. They're both tied for 9 out of 10 of being the best pickup of the year, bro. The answer is both of them. Unfortunately, the answer is both. If you can only get one, I'd probably say, I can't even say. I suppose Tootin, but I can't even say. The answer is you need both of them. I'm live whenever big news breaks. I'm additionally live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern every single Monday through Friday. I'm additionally live almost every single night at midnight Eastern. We will be drafting tonight. See you all tonight. Angus, any upgrades I can make with this team? 2 wide receiver, 1 QB, 1 flex. Thank you, Angus, for the $20 hauler, you monster.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Man, Angus, I don't know. Let's see here. 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex. Charbonnet is going to step up for you, Angus. I fully believe it. So I'm leaving that. And I'm trading Mason. Or I'm trading Mason and Adams. I'm trading Worthy and Adams. I'm keeping CD and Book. I'm trading Loveland if I need to. I'm moving the only thing to move for me right now is Mason, Adams, and Worthy. Adams and Worthy for Ladd. I know that seems like a lot, but it's solid. Or Adams and Worthy for BTJ. Or Adams and Worthy for... I mean, BTJ is so cheap right now, bro. You might be able to get Mason, Adams, and Worthy sent off for BTJ. St. Brown. If you go after Ladd, I don't even mind that. I just don't know that I trust Adams and, Worthy's injury. I mean, what are you going to do? Wait on it? You also could trade, one of them for Rice or something and just hold on to, just stay afloat because Rice is going to explode. Non-PPR Jefferson for Drake London and Ibuka. You got to take Drake London and Ibuka, bro. Drake London could rival Jefferson and Ibuka could kind of rival Jefferson. You're getting 2 players out of that. That's a smash. Should I trade Mason and Walker for Achane? If you like winning, Purge, yeah, go get Achane for that. That's a home run, my boy. See you all later. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Angus. Appreciate you dropping fire all night, Angus. BBQ, appreciate you. All my $100 haul or $20 haulers, you guys absolutely rock. We had Anxious Angus dropping the wattage all night long. We had Angus, Ryan, Alex, Atech, Jamar, Angus, Nelson, Lego Batman, Mark Cleveland, all dropping $19.99 super chats. We had Ricardo, Alex, Vlad, BBQ, and Matty JC dropping 20 wads. We had yeah. All right. I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. All right. See you guys later. I need 2 players that I can be wide receiver or tight end and 2 running back wide receiver tight end flexes from the following. I don't know what you're asking here. I need 2 players that can be a wide receiver or tight end and 2 running back wide receiver tight ends. Okay. All right. I think I got this. So 4 players. McConkey. I mean, Bowers plays, bro. Bowers and McConkey and Pickens and maybe Hunter. And if Bowers doesn't play, Sharbs is my answer. See you later. Appreciate you. Thank you, Michael, for the last second super chat. I'm out of here. Deuce.